Welcome to the Professor English podcast, where we don't just talk about English, we practice English. My name is Ryan, and I am your host. Have you ever dreamed of reading an entire book in English? Have you ever thought about reading a book in English to improve your vocabulary? Well, if you have answered yes to these questions, you are watching the right video, because we are going paragraph by paragraph with the book 1984 by George Orwell. We're studying the vocabulary words, and we're also practicing our speaking and listening skills. We do everything in this video. We do the whole enchilada. In the last video, Winston was looking out his window and he was thinking to himself that London was a horrible city, and he was wondering if it had always been this way. Now let's continue with the next paragraph. First, we are going to read it. Then we are going to go sentence by sentence, using this paragraph to practice speaking and practice listening and learning new vocabulary words. Here is the entire paragraph. First, the Ministry of Truth, minitrue in Newspeak. Newspeak was the official language of Oceania. For an account of its structure and etymology, see appendix, was startlingly different from any other object in sight. It was an enormous pyramidal structure of glittering white concrete, soaring up terrace after terrace, 300 meters into the air. From where Winston stood, it was just possible to read, picked out on its white face and elegant lettering, the three slogans of the party. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. Now let's take a look at the first sentence. The Ministry of Truth, minitrue in Newspeak. Newspeak was the official language of Oceania. For an account of its structure and etymology, see appendix, was startlingly different from any other object in sight. The most interesting word in this sentence is startle. Startle is a type of surprise. It is a shocking surprise, maybe even a little scary surprise. Shocking surprise. Startle. Now I'm going to ask you a question about this first sentence, and I want you to listen to my question closely. I want you to answer it according to the information we have read. I'll read the sentence one more time. The Ministry of Truth, minitrue in Newspeak. Newspeak was the official language of Oceania. For an account of its structure and etymology, see appendix, was startlingly different from any other object in sight. Here is a question. Was the Ministry of Truth building difficult to spot in the London skyline? Was the Ministry of Truth building difficult to spot? To spot? To spot means to find, but maybe to find just with your eyes, not looking through things, but just looking and trying to find something with your eyes. Spot. Was the Ministry of Truth difficult to find, difficult to spot? Was the Ministry of Truth difficult to spot in the London skyline? How would you answer that question according to the information that we have read? No, it wasn't. No, the Ministry of Truth wasn't. No, the Ministry of Truth wasn't difficult to spot. Difficult to find. No, the Ministry of Truth wasn't difficult to spot in the London skyline. Let's make a why not difficult to spot question. How would you make a why not difficult to spot question? Why wasn't the Ministry of Truth? Why wasn't the Ministry of Truth difficult to spot? Why wasn't it? Why wasn't it difficult to spot? Why wasn't the Ministry of Truth difficult to spot? Why wasn't it? Why wasn't it? Why wasn't it? Why wasn't it difficult to spot? Why wasn't it difficult to see, difficult to find, difficult to spot? Why wasn't it difficult to spot? Here is the reason. Because it was startlingly different. Remember, startle means surprise, shocking, maybe even a little scary. It was startlingly different. It was startlingly different from any other object in sight. It was startlingly different from any other object in sight. It wasn't difficult to spot in the London skyline because it was startlingly different. Try to say all of that. It wasn't difficult to spot because it was startlingly different. It was shockingly different, surprisingly different in a bad way, probably. It wasn't difficult to spot in the London skyline because it was startlingly different from any other object in sight. Try to say everything. It wasn't difficult to spot. It was easy to spot. It was easy to spot in the London skyline because it was startlingly different from any other object in sight. Surprising in a bad way, in a suspicious way, in a scary way. It was startlingly different from any other object in sight. Okay, let's make another question based on the same information in this sentence. In this paragraph. Here is the next sentence. It was an enormous pyramidal structure of glittering white concrete, soaring up terrace after terrace, 300 meters into the air. Now, in this sentence, we have a couple of interesting words. The first one is glitter, which means something shiny, something reflective, reflecting a lot of light. Something that gives a lot of light in its reflection. If you're watching this video, if you're watching the video version of this podcast, you can see some examples of glitter behind me. So you can imagine a building glittering in the sky or in the background. It's just reflecting a lot of light is really what it means. And then we have the word soaring. And this word soar is very similar to fly. It means flying very high, soaring. So a tall building flying in the air is what soaring means. But it doesn't mean that the building is actually flying like a bird or an airplane, just that the building is extremely high. And it's very high up in the sky, as if it were flying. So it's just the top of the building is very high. If you say the building soared 300 meters, it's a way of saying that the height of the building is very tall and it reaches the sky like a bird or an airplane. The building reached 300 meters into the sky. It soared 300 meters into the sky. All right, you're doing a super duper job. Let's keep going, but before we do, I just want to remind you that if you find these exercises helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, Professor English ESL Class, so that you won't miss the next lesson. And if you are watching this video on YouTube, please take a moment to press the like button. It helps my channel so much and lets me know that you want to see more fluency and listening exercises just like this one. Now let's keep practicing English. I'm going to ask you a question about the sentence that we read, and I want you to listen to it closely and try to answer the question based on the information in the sentence. I'm going to read the sentence one more time. It was an enormous pyramidal structure of glittering white concrete, soaring up terrace after terrace, 300 meters into the air. A pyramid is the shape of a triangle, but it is in 3 dimensions. And a cube is a square in 3 dimensions. Now here's my question. Was the structure cube-shaped? Was the structure cube-shaped? Was the building cube-shaped? Was the structure cube-shaped? How would you answer no to that question? No, the structure wasn't cube-shaped. No, the structure wasn't cube-shaped. How would you make a what type of shape question? What type of shape structure? How would you do that? What type of shape? What type of shape was the structure? What type of shape was the structure? What type of shape was the structure? And the answer is, it was a pyramidal structure. It was a pyramidal structure. It wasn't cube-shaped. It was a pyramidal structure. It was the shape of a pyramid. It was a pyramidal structure. It wasn't cube-shaped. It was a pyramidal structure. All right, fantastic job. Let's try another question about this sentence. Did the structure soar? Remember, soar means fly, go high in the sky. You could think of it like go high in the sky. Did the structure go high in the sky 100 meters? Did the structure soar 100 meters? Did the structure soar 100 meters into the air? Did the structure soar 100 meters into the air? Based on the information in that sentence, what is your answer? No. No, it didn't soar 100 meters. No, the building didn't soar 100 meters. No, the structure didn't soar 100 meters into the air. No, the structure didn't soar 100 meters into the air. How would you make a how many meters into the air soar question? How many meters into the air? How many meters into the air did the structure? How many meters into the air did the structure go? Soar. How many meters into the air did the structure soar? Fly very high. Go very high. How many meters into the air did the structure soar? How many meters into the air did the structure soar? And according to the sentence, what is the answer? The structure soared 300 meters into the air. It went high into the sky, 300 meters. The structure soared 300 meters into the air. It didn't soar 100 meters into the air. It soared 300 meters into the air. Try to say everything. It didn't soar 100 meters into the air. It soared 300 meters into the air. It didn't soar 100 meters into the air. It soared 300 meters into the air. All right, you're doing a wonderful job. Let's take a look at the last sentence. From where Winston stood, it was just possible to read picked out on its white face in elegant lettering the three slogans of the party. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. This sentence is phrased very interestingly because first we have the word read. So it was just possible to read the slogan. But then he also uses the word picked out, which is a pretty common phrasal verb that means to select something. You have a choice of things and you select something from that choice. That is what pick out means. So because he's using pick out, we can imagine there are many other things to see, but you just focus on that one thing. Your eyes select that one thing. He could just read picked out the slogan of the party. From where he stood, it was just possible to read picked out on its white face in elegant lettering. So you can imagine a lot of other things, but your eyes focus on the slogan. That's what your eyes see. That's what your eyes select from all of those things. This phrase, elegant lettering, just means the writing was very beautiful looking. So they weren't just words written on the side of the building with normal letters. The words looked very nice. They used very nice letters. And in case you're not familiar with the word slogan, a slogan is a phrase or sentence, something short and memorable to represent an organization. The organization here is a political party. And the phrases that they have chosen to represent their philosophy or political ideas are war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. Now I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions about this sentence. We'll read it one more time to refresh our memories. From where Winston stood, it was just possible to read picked out on its white face and elegant lettering the three slogans of the party. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Here is the first question. Was the name of the building written on the side of the building? Was the name of the building written on the side? Written on the side of the building. Was the name of the building written on the side of the building? According to the information in this sentence, how would you answer that question? No, the name of the building wasn't. No, the name of the building wasn't written on the side. Written on the side. No, the name of the building wasn't written on the side of the building. No, the name of the building wasn't written on the side of it. Let's make a what question. What written? What written on the side? What written on the side of the building? What was written? What was written on the side of the building? What was written? What was written on it? What was written on it? What was written on the side of the building? Here is the answer, the party slogan. The party slogan was written on the side of the building. The party slogan was written on it. The party slogan was written on it. The party slogan was written on the side of the building. Let's make a what party slogan question. What was the party slogan? What was the party slogan? What was the party slogan? Here is the answer. The party slogan was war is peace. The party slogan was war is peace, freedom is slavery. Freedom is slavery. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Ignorance is strength. Ignorance is strength. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. The party slogan was war is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. All right, you did an amazing job today, and you practiced some fantastic English. Congratulations! I knew you could do it. Remember, practice makes perfect, so you should repeat this exercise several times to improve your listening and your speaking skills. It's been really fun practicing English with you today, and I hope to see you again real soon. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press the like button. See you in the next video with more interesting words and phrases.